How to make apple cider vinegar, part 2. So if you caught my first part, how to make apple cider vinegar, you know that we let this set for 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks, so let's do a quick update. As you can see, it's kind of cloudy. It's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. There were a couple of floaties up there, but they didn't cause any problems. There was no mold. That's one of the things you have to be sure to check on. So the first thing we have to do is we have to strain out these solids. Now here's an example of what I'm using. I have an old strainer that I picked up at a thrift store. This looks like it came from like a deep fryer, but there's no oil on it, and it works great to strain. I'm going to put it inside of this bowl. Just let it set in there. Now to strain it, additionally, I'm also going to use an old cotton t-shirt. Now I'll find these at garage sales. You can get them at thrift stores. You make sure you get the cotton ones, and you can get 5 or 6 really good straining rags without having to buy tons of cheesecloth. So we're going to take the lid off and pour it in. If I make a mistake, I can't redo this. So if I have an error, it is not moldy. There is no mold. It smells like apples. So you're just going to pour this fluid through your strainer. You're going to want to strain out all your liquid, or strain out all the solids. Alright, so I've already strained it. I've strained it through. Now what I've done is, as you can see, I've squeezed it out. I've squeezed out as much fluid as I possibly could. Once I noticed harder particles starting to come out, that's when I quit squeezing. You don't want any of those solids in your mix. You're already going to have some small amounts of it in there. You're going to take it, pour it into a clean jar, clean the same jar you just used, and you're just going to pour it back in without the solids. At this point, it should smell a lot like an apple beer. It smells a lot like beer, and that's because it has alcohol in it right now. Technically speaking, this could be considered a hard apple cider. So if you ever want to know how to make hard apple cider, stop right here. But if you want to make it into vinegar, what we're going to do is we're going to let it sit for about another 3 weeks to a month. This is going to turn it to what's called acetic acid, which is what turns it into the apple cider vinegar. So this is what it is. If you like this video so far, we will revisit this in a month. So far, it smells really good. Let me know in the comments what you're thinking of this particular video.